What is up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my guru killer scripts on cold calling motivated sellers. And what do I mean by this? This is really going to be the cold calling script that is going to end really cold calling gurus. There's no need for a cold calling guru or selling a program on learning how to cold call with this amazing script. So what I'm going to do is just break down my $1 million script. This is a script that I use that makes me millions upon millions of dollars in my own wholesaling real estate business and really shows exactly how I do it the right way. I'm going to show you that. And most importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use this script so you can be an instant cold calling expert in your wholesaling real estate business. Guys, you know I have to give you the very best wholesaling real estate information. I'm not going to hold back anything. I'm not going to stop the great info from coming to you because you deserve it. You need to know it. And most importantly, you can learn it all. So guys, I'm excited. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go because I'm going to show you exactly how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free the right way so you can have the best success possible. But y'all already know, before we break it down, before we get into it, you need to do me one huge favor. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss one thing I say. And most importantly, comment below your questions and let's have some fun. So let's break down exactly my cold calling script and exactly how we can help you become the best wholesaler possible. So let's get into it, man. Before I break down the contract, basically before I break down the script and how you can actually lock up contracts the right way, you already know we got to jack you up, get you excited, get you the intro going. So without further ado, get the DJ. Let's get it. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Snap! We're ready to go. I'm excited, and let's get it. Kaylin says, hope you're having a great day, Zach. So far, you helped me make $28,750 stinking dollars. I'm going to buy a car this weekend. You're changing lives. That's awesome. Because you're able to buy a car, you'll be able to go out here and start driving for dollars and making a ton of money. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. You know, I think a lot of wholesalers out here, really, if they start going out here and start actually doing deals and making a ton of money, it's going to change a lot. It's going to change your life forever, right? And I'm really excited for that. I know this cold calling script can help so many people. A lot of people get their first deal through cold calling, and I would argue that most wholesalers get their first deal through cold calling. It's because cold calling is this magic thing that's going to change lives. Not really, but cold calling is the thing that actually gets you in front of sellers and actually gets you to make offers as quick as you possibly can. So that's the point. That's what we're here to talk about, and that's how I'm going to help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can. So let's break it down. Let's get into my guru killer script, right? This script is going to help you easily make $10,000 per month if you really want to do it the right way. I could probably sell you a $3,000 cold calling course on this thing, but really what I want to do is just give it to you for free so you can know exactly how to cold call the right way. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it and let's really break down everything you need to know about this so you can have the best success possible. So let's break it down and let's get it going. And let's answer the first question so many people have, which is, what is cold calling, right? That's the first question we're going to have. And that's probably the first question so many of you guys have watching this. If you don't know what cold calling is, let's just do a quick overview of it, right? Really, my best definition of cold calling is basically me having conversations and outbound marketing of sellers. Now, that might be a little confusing term, so we'll make it even simpler for you. Cold calling is basically the process of me finding somebody that wants to sell the property for cash and they're interested in selling it. That's the point of wholesaling. We find somebody that wants to sell the property for cash, give them we just basically give them a regular offer, usually a little lower than what we'd like. And then we negotiate from there, get the lowest price we can. Then we sell that contract to a cash buyer for a big profit. That is what we do in wholesaling real estate. And that is how we do it, right? So in cold calling, we actually call people that don't know who we are. That's why it's considered cold, right? There's cold leads, there's hot leads, there's warm leads, there's a billion leads, right? But I can tell you right now that in wholesaling real estate, cold calling is gonna be the best one because it's absolutely for free. Now, obviously you can spend money to go do this or any of that, but I mean that's for a different day, right? Cold calling is going to be the best way because we get in front of sellers as quick as possible. Why I love cold calling so much is because if you are brand new, like you have no experience at all in cold calling and wholesaling real estate, any of these things, the reason why cold calling works so stinking well is because you actually train. You're training why marketing at the same time. It's absolutely amazing. So what do I mean by this? You're actually training to become a better wholesaler, talking to sellers because the cold calling get better experience doing that. And then on top of that, you actually are able to find motivated sellers. So you're training and making money all at the same time. I got really good at closing sellers and talking to sellers in general and really not having any problems having conversations with sellers because I had a lot more confidence because I got really good at cold calling, got really good at conversations, objection handling, all of these things, also the power of cold calling. So cold calling is not just a marketing strategy for a lot of beginners. It is actually a training strategy for getting really good at talking to sellers. Why do you think I can go behind the phone, close pretty much any seller I possibly could want? Now, not guaranteed, obviously. It's not like Kobe didn't make every single three-pointer, but like I have a really good shot. Why? Because I know exactly how to talk to them, the right tonality, all of these things. And why is cold calling still the king in wholesaling real estate? Because 99% of deals you have to close in wholesaling have to go through a phone. They all have to go through a phone. What does this mean? What this basically means is if you're texting a seller and let's say you're doing some SMS text blasting, guess what you have to do with your SMS text blasting? Guess what you have to do? You have to call the seller and close them if you're doing virtual wholesaling. If you are going out here and sending direct mail, the calls go into you, right? It just, guys, I hope you understand what's going on here and like the whole process of what's like, it all boils down to a phone. So if we have to use this phone to close the seller, let's get marketing aside. Cold calling is about the marketing. It all has to flow through a phone. That being said, if everything flows through a phone, we should get really good at talking to sellers over the phone. And that's the point of cold calling. There's a lot of cold calling misconceptions out here, I think. A lot of people think that in cold calling, number one, I have to go close a seller instantly. I call them, I have to close, I have to do the stressful things. Outside of Zillow for sale by owner list, which is a completely different category, and I do those live because, first of all, you just get right in the action. It's great for live streams. It's great teaching. But also, if I'm cold calling a government list, I don't need to close them. Cold calling is part of marketing, right? And remember, in wholesaling real estate, we have three pretty much key distinct factors. We have marketing, acquisitions, and dispositions. In marketing, the point of marketing is to find somebody that is interested in selling the property, maybe qualify them. Sometimes acquisitions does it. Depends how we do it in our business. But most of the time, marketing right now is going to be the top priority. And we're just finding people that are interested in selling their property. Now, acquisitions is converting that interest in selling the property into a signed contract. That signed contract, which we can sell in the disposition side, that is dispositions. And basically, we go from finding someone else to sell the property, putting up a contract with them, signing a contract, and then selling that contract for a big profit, an assignment fee, money, 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 money. That's the point. So a lot of people have this misconception that cold calling, you're doing it all. Like, no, okay? We're just finding people that want to sell the property. And the reason why this works so well is because I just said that is actually going to simplify your wholesaling real estate business. And cold calling, at the end of the day, should be simple. There's all these gurus out here. They're like, oh, I see these scripts. I see these closing scripts. I see these cold calling. They are pages and pages and pages. I'm like, why are there so many stinking pages of cold calling scripts and all these stupid stuff? I'm like, it actually stresses me out to see that stuff. Because if you have to go read a script to close somebody, if you have to read a script out of cold call, what if they ask you a question that's off script? You're screwed. You are absolutely screwed. if you keep this business simple, if you actually act like a regular human being that someone can connect with, I think everybody here at least has one or two friends and they know how to talk to them, and someone that, hey, you're cool enough where I think you can be my friend and you're not weird. Like I just weird, like super, super weird, like talking, like you're someone I want to hang out with. For 99% of people watching this, that's you. And so if you can do that, you can have regular conversations and connect with regular people. That being said, you do not have to be this master closer type person. Okay. That is not what we do in wholesaling real estate. We just have conversations, we give offers, and we sell contracts. We keep this business simple, right? And so the big question is like using the script, how much money can we make, right? Like how much money can I make of the script, right? And if I'm going to sell a course on this, well, you can make millions of dollars off the script. Oh, you can be the biggest millionaire in the world. Like it's so stupid. But like, guys, realistically in cold calling, if you're doing it yourself, you can make 10, 20, 30, even $40,000 a month. If you're really doing it well, right? You're going with the probates, the government lists, all the really important leads you have to do. I can tell you, you can easily pull these lists. And then you can easily go out here and make a ton of money cold calling. But the question is, it's not how much money you can make, it's how much work you're willing to do. How do I make over 40K in cold calling every single month? Because I don't do it myself, right? I have teams, VAs, people actually managing those VAs, right? Marketing managers, things like that. That is how I'm able to manage my team. So that being said, when you're looking at this, how much money can you make? It's pretty much unlimited if you have more volume. And really, the only thing stopping you from making more money in your wholesaling real estate business, especially with cold calling, especially that part, it's how much calls are you willing to make? It's all generation part thing, because there's companies out here that sell books that can make billions, and people make hundreds of dollars like selling books, right? It just depends. So let's get it. Let's just break down my script. I think I kind of just sold the guys on cold calling in the beginning. And so what I want to do is just talk about how to go out here and use the script correctly, because I think a lot of wholesalers are going to get stressed out over the script. They're going to think it's got to do this crazy thing. But honestly, guys, at the end of the day, it's all about my script and how to use it correctly. So let's break down my Guru Killer script. When this script came out, the wholesaling gurus cried. The cold calling gurus cried. They all cried. Guys, you should not pay money to learn scripts. Everyone gives scripts out for free, but everybody does it with an agenda to make wholesaling harder. And before I break down my script, I want to let you know, any other person that sells coaching for cold calling that gives you a free script or a paid script or whatever, I got people, I paid $129.30 for the script. I'm like, what? The reason for a script, and because I know the curtains, I've seen behind the curtains of these cold calling people. They make the script really weird and confusing and daunting on purpose. It seems simple, but they actually make it, they actually write it in a way where you're not going to get really good results, or not the best results. And the reason for this is to stress you out and to confuse you. And if you just buy my program, I'll make it super simple and easy and give you the really good script. And that's the point. It's all a sales funnel from here. So this is why I give you the paid super one, because a lot of people are going to be upset if you paid $5,000 to learn the script, because this script is super simple. It's so simple, in fact, that I can send it to 5 of my VAs and I can get a lot of leads done. That is the point. So let me break down my super simple script that anybody, if you have an accent, if you're super nervous, if you're a complete beginner, you can master super easily. So it is a 3-pronged script. Let me say that again. It is a 3-pronged script. There's 3 things on the script that you have to focus on. That is it. So let's break it down. Ring, ring, ring. We're about to call somebody. Hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Or hey, you can switch it up a little. Like, are you the owner of this property? Or are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Is this the owner of whatever one you really want to do? One simple sentence. You get right in the action. You cut the fluff. You just ask them this. And if they say yes, ask them the next question. Hey, this is Zach. I was just wondering if you are interested in selling that property. That is it. Why do I make this super simple? Why is the script like this? This is the big part. Like, why is the script like this? Number one, you have to actually understand in your mind how sellers think in 2023 with cold calling. They think in they have what we call the no mode. most motivated sellers right now, when you cold call them, they might want to sell their property for cash, but they are in no mode. We have to get them off of no mode. Eliminate no mode. Heck, I'm going to write that down. Eliminate no mode. No mode is a scary thing, guys and gals. And let me explain what no mode is, okay? And you probably, I guarantee 90% of people watching this are actually in no mode when they get a cold call. Here's what's happening. I'm sitting behind in my chair. I'm on my couch after a long day of work at 6 o'clock, and I get a call. And I'm watching my Bachelor in Paradise. Like, I'm seeing if Jeff and Sarah are going to get together or not. Like, I'm stressed. Who's getting the rose tonight? And I get a random call, and I'm upset. You know, I'm watching the Buccaneers just get demolished, and you know, I'm a little upset right now. And so I swipe. I'm like, who could this possibly be though? So you answer it, hello, and you're thinking in your mind, this is a scam. This is a big scam. I got to get off the phone quick because I want to go watch my Bachelor in Paradise. And they say, hi, this is Zach with Zach Home Solution. Oh, stop this. Boom, scam. That's what 90%, they are in no mode. Are you looking to sell a product? No. Boom. No. They are in no mode. They don't know who you are. They're on edge. They do not want to deal with you. How do we get rid of no mode? How do we turn no mode into yes mode? We punch our sellers in the face verbally with words, not physically, but with words. What do I mean by this? You know, in boxing, you punch someone hard, you get a little rocked. You get a little, what's going on? Like, you kind of get off your groove. And that's how a lot of boxers win fights. But like, you look at this. If I'm watching my TV show and then I'm like, no, get off the phone. I want to go back to what I'm doing. Guess what? I got to get you off of no mode. Why? This script is psychologically proven to get you off of no mode. Number one, we're going to throw them off. Because what's the first word that the seller wants to say over the phone? No. They want to say no. If they're the owner of 123 Main Street and you ask it, do you think they're going to say no? They're going to say yes. Psychologically proven. Once you start saying yes, the next question, if you say yes once, you're more likely to say yes the second question. Psychological, guys, there's studies on this. John Hopkins, Harvard, neurological studies have shown if you say no, then you ask them a yes question, they're more likely to say no. And if you say yes, and then the last question, something that should be a no, they're actually more likely to say yes because they're just psychologically programmed to be saying yes. So if they're trying to be no, but they say yes, it interrupts their brain pattern, their thinking mind power from no to yes. So think about this. Oh, I'm getting a call. Okay. Is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Yeah, this is him. First, now they're thrown off. They're like, wait, is this the cops? Is someone trying to break into another property? Is this my grandma? Like, is this the hospital? Or is my loved one okay? Is this my ex-girlfriend Sheila from 4 years ago in high school, like calling me? Like, what's going on? I don't have an ex-girlfriend named Sheila, so I can use this example. But like, a lot of people are like, who could this be? Could this be a long lost friend? Like, how do they know I'm the owner? Am I in trouble? Like, is this the mortgage company? Like, there's a lot of like, oh my gosh, now they're in suspense. They're not in no mode anymore. This is why this script is the most powerful script you can possibly use. And they name with, hey, this is Zach. I was just calling around. I was seeing if you were interested in selling the property. I'm looking to buy some more properties for cash. That is it. Now they're psychologically out. Like they are not no mode. And if they're actually looking to sell the property, they would say, possibly, who is this? And then you get in the conversation. But I'm telling you, the script is powerful. It's never talked about. No guru likes ever speaking about why the script works so well. The gurus are crying right now, even watching this. They got their tissues and, you know, they cry themselves to sleep knowing I got the script. Now, if they say yes, they're looking to sell the property, we kind of use the third pronged on this, which is basically a quick MCTP. MCTP, that's what we focus on. What does MCTP stand for? Motivation, condition, time frame, and price. Now, this is all in freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, where you learn wholesaling real estate from start to finish the entire way. But what is MCTP? So motivation. Hey, Mr. Seller, why are you looking to sell the property? Condition. Can you tell me a little bit about the property? Time frame. when are you looking to sell the property, and then price how much you're looking to sell the house for. That is the script. Now, again, why did I say this? Why does it work so well? Number one, it throws the seller off. It's super simple. This is the point. And you're throwing your sellers off. Guess who isn't throwing their sellers off at all? Guess who isn't? This is crazy, but your competition is not doing this. Your competition is doing really crazy advanced scripts. And here's the problem when you're reading off a script. It just sounds so fake. It sounds like someone's trying to sell you. Someone's trying to make money off of you. Someone's trying to do all this crazy stuff. And it's insane. It's actually pretty sad the way I look at this, right? And the truth is, when you can act like a regular person someone can connect with, a friend, you're more likely to go deal with them. And psychologically, this is way, there's an old book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is one of Warren Buffett's favorite books. It's one of the greatest psychological books of all time. It has a bunch of rules and stuff like that. And I could tell you one of the top ones, and this has been a psychologically proven one for almost 100 years. That it's just been a proven fact that people like people that are like them. Not like 100%, right? But people that are sort of like them, friend-wise, they like them. Hey, we both like football. Hey, we both like archery. We're both pretty simple people. I love fishing. You like it, just people that you can connect with. And you really look at your friend group. And look at your friend group outside of people that you grew up with or you had classes or school with, but like just people you've gravitated towards and like. They're most likely like you. This is why the top salesmen of all time, which are politicians because they're selling themselves all day, every day, they try to act like the regular Joe. And that's what they do. They go in the campaign trail and they try to, I'm just like you. Because it makes people feel like, I actually like this person because they're sort of like me. Oh, he's a family man like me. Oh, he's a, whatever, like this. If you can act like a regular person, which I think everyone watching this is a regular person, your seller's most likely going to like you, go with you, and deal with you. When you act like the salesy type salesperson, it sucks. It's terrible. It's not the right thing to do. And this is how I beat my competition. That's how I destroy my competition. And that's why. That is honestly why people like watching this YouTube channel. Why? Because I don't have this fake smile when I talk. Hey guys, this is Zach. And today we're going to talk about how to cold call motivated sellers. And I'm so happy and great today. I hope you're having a great weekend today. Like, guys, I think you guys know like what I'm talking about here. It is like so fake. It drives me crazy. Legit. Oh my gosh. It is terrible. It is like watching the nightly show. Like, have you ever watched a nightly TV show? Like where the guy's got the host and the perfect hair and the suit. And it's so boring. I'm like, this is so fake. I know there's a real person underneath that. And guys, I'm just talking. Guys, this is who I really am. My friends, like, this is who I am. And I don't hide it. And so the way that I talk with you is the way I'll talk to a motivated seller, my friends, my fan, like just who we are. Rick's the same way. We are just ourselves. And you don't have to be like that other person for them to like you. But if you act like yourself, they know it's the true person. That's what it is. Do not be a fake guru. These gurus act like your competition. They're the fake salesy type person. This is why when I was 18, 19 years old, I was able to close sellers and dominate my competition because I just acted like myself. I'm telling you guys, when you show authenticity and you actually give an offer, they know you're authentic with it. It's not a fake sales type offer. And this is what changes the world, okay? And this is how you become the best one. Now, the reason this is super simple, like I've said before, and because I have a bunch of VAs and my cold calls are done by VAs, not me, they have accents, right? And the truth is, if you learn how to say a certain sentence the right way, you can say it very well. Let's use an example. If I'm out here and I'm going to go and try to say something in French, okay? And I got to learn how to say it perfectly in French, like perfectly. Guess what I'm going to do? If I have to say a whole paragraph in French, it's going to sound like you're going to, it's a guy speaking, it's an American. Okay. Like it's going to be pretty obvious, right? if somebody's French tries to say something in English and they don't know really English at all, and they try to say a full sentence, it's going to sound terrible. But if a guy who's French learns one sentence and he studies that sentence and works really hard on that sentence, saying it the correct pronunciations and the perfect tonality, hours and hours and hours, it's going to be very hard to find just a little accent from them, right? And this is really important, right? And so what you have to understand is if I have a VA who has a Filipino accent, Hispanic accent, French accent, a Hindu accent, I work really hard for them to know those two sentences really well. And it's hard to like 100% not detect it, but if you just study how to say that the right way, it's almost impossible to detect an accent. So if I have a guy or gal with a Hindu accent, but they know some English, but they study those two sentences as hard as they possibly can, or Filipino accent, it's very hard to detect an accent. And so it's just like me having cold callers with no accent at all. It's crazy, right? So I like learning Spanish. I like, trying to learn Spanish. And obviously I have thick accent when I speak Spanish. But if I say a word and I study like one sentence, I can get very good at that one word. And that's the way I do it with my VAs. And this is the big secret that nobody talks about. But I can tell you, it works really well. So if I'm trying to say this and like I'm going to get made fun of a lot, but like if I say gracias and I learn how to say that the right way, like perfectly, and I really study on the word gracias, or I can say hola, but like if I really focus on how to say that the right way, like really hard, I could probably say it very well where it doesn't even seem like I have an accent just for the one word, obviously, right? And if I get my VAs to do that and it's only two sentences, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? And are you interested in selling that property? Holy moly. It's a game changer for your VAs. And I have to tell you, it works insane. So I could tell you guys, you just got to study it really hard and it'll work very, very, very well. And it's kind of hard to say this the right way, but like, I was studying a lot. The reason how I came up, another reason why I came up with this with VAs is because anyone's Puerto Rican who knows, I think it's called reggaeton. Reggaeton, definitely saying that the wrong way. A lot of them just speak Spanish, right? But in the song, sometimes they say like a sentence in English, but they study that sentence because they're recording it and they just study that one sentence. It didn't sound like they have an accent at all. And so it's kind of crazy, but like I kind of thought about how to do that for VAs and it worked really well. And obviously there's just one crazy guy trying it, but I've had a lot of success with it. And I think a lot of you guys can have success with that too. And so that's all you have to know. So guys, I'm just telling you the script is going to be very fascinating if you know how to do it the right way. And your money starts going up when you know how to do it the right way. So the next reason here is, first of all, it's simple. A VA or beginner can use it, right? And the next part on this cold calling script I want everybody to know is you just don't waste your time. I'm begging everybody to watch this. Do not waste your time. Let me say this one last time. Do not waste your time. That being said, if you're cold calling and you ask somebody if they're interested in selling the property and they say maybe, or, I could possibly look into selling it, ask them the questions. And if they're wasting your time, like, who is this? What do you want? I'm not, and they just keep running around the question. So are you looking to sell the property? Yes or no? Well, I'm not looking to sell it, but I have some questions for you. Get off the phone. Everyone knows that everybody knows the sentence, time is money, right? If you are not making money, there's no point of doing the task, especially something like cold calling, right? And so we have this big thing we say here, and it's called doing income producing activities. Me talking to a grandma about how her son's a realtor and how much her son's such an amazing person, that's not going to produce me income. Me talking to more sellers is going to produce me income. So focus on your income producing activities. It's going to be very important, okay? And this is the thing. Get in front of sellers and actually want to sell the property. That's the point. I have way too many people cold calling lists that there's really not much motivation from them. Do not be doing this. This is not what you want to be doing in wholesaling real estate. Consistency is going to be king. The man or woman that can consistently cold call for a long period of time the correct way, they're going to be the ones that actually succeed in this business. The people that can go out here and consistently talk to motivated sellers, consistently go out here and have conversations with sellers, show up every single day and do it. Guys, I would rather you spend 30 hours cold calling. So if you got 30 hours of cold calling for a month, I would rather do an hour a day. Well, let's do 25 because there's 25 work days pretty much in a week, right? Monday through Fridays, if you really look at it now, more or less in weeks, but let's say 25 hours in a week. I'd rather do an hour a day for 25 days than do, a 2, 12, and then a 13-hour cold calling shift and then not cold call at all because your consistency is not going to be there. Think about weightlifting, right? If you work out, let's say, what is better? Is it better to work out 5 hours one day and then not work out for the rest of the week, or crash and burn like that, or let's say work out 12 hours one day and then not work out for the entire month? Like that's kind of stupid, right? Or work out for 12 hours for 2 days and then not work out for the whole month. That's not how it's showing up every single day. And you get a lot more looser when you do it every single day, more consistent with it. Okay. And that's how you're going to be successful, right? Now, remember, next question I get is, if I'm going to be consistent, I got to create a schedule, right? And that's what I tell you guys. You have to go out here and create a consistent schedule. Creating a consistent schedule is just going to be the biggest key to your success. Now, if you're going to create a schedule, you got to know when to cold call. So when is the best time for cold calling motivated sellers? I've personally found the best time to call a motivated seller is going to be between 2 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, Pacific, whatever time in that region it is. If you're in the Philippines, do 12 to 13 hours, whatever the time difference is there. Just do the time it is. So here's a quick hack. If I'm cold calling at 7 p.m. and I'm like, oh, shoot, it's 10 o'clock at night in New York, I can't cold call anymore. No, you can go to West Coast, California, cold call at 7 o'clock their time. Boom, right? Whatever time it is in that person's market, the person answering the phone in the market that they own the property, boom. That's all you got to do. That's how you stay perfect on it, right? And so the next question is, Zach, what kind of lists work with the script? I can tell you, every type of list will theoretically work for cold calling. There's some I would avoid, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you to avoid. Honestly, you should not avoid any list for cold calling if you want to do any type of cold calling possible. But I would put it at a tiered system where I should focus on these first, and then these, and then these, because the more you go down the tier, the less quality. And what I mean by quality, the chance you get a deal within a 2-hour period or a lead in 2 hours is going to drastically go down by the tiers. And so really, I would say there's 4 or 5 tiers for cold calling. And tier one, number one is going to be the super motivated properties. So this is going to be number one, your probates and drawing for dollars. Those are going to be the two. That is top, tippy, top of the spear, top of the food, top of the food. My gosh, this is live. Top of the food chain type list. Okay. Top of the food chain list is going to be probates and driving for dollars. Okay. Tier number two is going to be all your government lists, your tax liens, your fire damaged properties, your water shutoffs, your tax delinquencies, right? These are going to be really, really good ones. Tired landlords, the evictions list, super duper important. Tier three, this is when we get into some more paid lists, right? This is going to be lists you get at listarea.com, zachdata.com. You can get the zombie properties. You can also get high equities and then filter it really hard in there. A lot of the paid lists, and then you can use zachdata.com or listarea.com, which has the best skip tracing. Skip trace the best data from there, or use treatpeoplesearch.com for the skip tracing. Then boom, that's got a good one. Then the fourth tier, these are the ones you should be avoiding. And this is going to be most likely pre-foreclosures, which just they're just inundated with this, and the credit card debt lien list. Those are going to be the bottom tier, because in general, like if somebody's behind on credit card payments or any payments at all on pretty much anything, they're going to get inundated with loan sharks, financial servicing companies, realtors, everyone. Just a list I would probably avoid. And then number five, just a general list of just people in general. Like if I just call people that own property, It's not going to be good. You want some motivating factor on there. And really that's it. So if I cold call 1,000 leads, and I could probably pull, if I go to any market and I cold call 1,000 people that just own property, I'm probably going to get maybe one lead out of 1,000. And before you go, oh my gosh, it's true. If I go to Dallas right now, I cold call 1,000 people that own property in Dallas. Chance of me getting a deal out of 1,000 is really low. But if I get one motivating factor in a list of 1,000, so let's do it. Let's say I do 1,000 people that are behind on their tax payments for the year. I'm probably gonna get 10 out of 1,000 because there's a motivating factor. If there's no motivating factor in your list, that's terrible. That's why eviction lists are great. Tired landlords, high equity, just something where there's some type of motivation to sell the property. That just increases your chances of getting a deal from there, right? And the last part I want to talk about is I've helped a lot of people get their first deal. I've helped a lot of people get their first 100K. And I wish I could tell you I helped a lot of people make $1 million. I'm working on that, right? I've only been doing YouTube for 3-4 years now. Oh my gosh, I have. Geez. So there's a lot of people at $500,000, 750 a year. A lot of those people started when I was teaching them like 3 or 2 years ago, and it takes about 3 or 4 years to really get to that $1 million mark. Some people do it faster than others, but like it takes some time. It took me a lot of time to do that, right? How do I look at the people that, and there's a lot of people that just flake out. Like they try it, they don't work too hard, they just get out of the business, right? What's the difference between the ones in cold calling that make money and actually become successful and the people that don't, right? I get asked this question a lot of times. And the honest truth is, it's all about two really big things, right? It's number one, it's going to be a little bit, and I hate to say this, but like it's a little bit of just, I don't know how to say this right, just common sense. I think a lot of people don't, some people don't have common sense when they come to cold calling. They'll cold call they'll say, you know what, I only want to cold call Zillow for sale by owners. And then they're upset with me that they didn't close 10 deals this month like Zach did. And I'm like, well, you're not me. And it's like trying to be in the NBA and scoring 80 points a game. It's like, come on, right? There's some common sense where like, right, this list isn't working, I got to do another list. There's just a general common sense, which 99% of people here have that. Number two is just the right mindset. And if you have the mindset, I'm going to consistently cold call every single day and not quit, and you have some general like understanding of cold calling and wholesaling, like I teach at freehousing.com, you're going to be successful. I'm not saying it to be smart or anything like that, but like if you can know, hey, I'm in San Francisco, this is probably not the best market for cold calling. I should probably go to a list like Chattanooga, like Zach says, that's common sense. I'm going to do that. That's pretty much it. Like common sense. And if you have the right mindset with some common sense, you're going to be fine. And if you're smart enough to go hop on and listen to me and go to freehousing.com, you're probably smart enough to have that common sense. And so really the thing that's really changing everything right now, and common sense not to pay a guru, but the key mindset, the thing factor here is the mindset, right? And that's the difference, the main difference between the people that everyone has common sense, but not everyone has the right mindset of I'm going to consistently cold call. I'm going to do what it takes and I'll become successful. That is it. And those people that have so much drive, conviction in their soul, and just the knowledge that they will do whatever it takes to become successful, those are the guys and gals that are crazy enough to get deals and do very well. And it all comes from that mindset. It's all about the mind. This is why money, that's why I don't say money is the thing that's going to change you. Because if I took all my money out right now and I had no money and I go into somebody else's body, I can do a deal this month. Why? I could probably do multiple deals this month because it's the mindset that's actually the rich part. That's the part that makes the money. It's not I've done deals before, so I can do it. No, it's not the credibility. It's none of those things. It's not age. If I was probably 40 years old, I'd probably close more deals, honestly. But it's all about the mindset I have and no one can do because I know how to pull free lists. I know how to do free skip tracing. I know how to do all these free things. So that, guys and gals, is the main difference between people that are successful in cold calling and the people that are not. Okay. And I just want everybody, to know this, that it doesn't take money. It doesn't take knowledge. It takes some knowledge, but it doesn't take money or it doesn't take you living in a certain country. It doesn't. If you have the right mindset and some common sense, you're gonna be successful. And that's the point, guys. So that is my guru killer cold calling script. That's my script today. I'm sticking to it. That is what it takes to become successful in this business. And I want to know exactly what you guys think of the script, and let me know if there's something that you guys thought about. But I'm telling you guys, consistency, the right mindset, and knowing what to do to become successful, that's going to help you out so much. And that's it, guys. So like I'm telling you, if you got any value from this video, if you want to learn more how I cold call, there's objection handling. There's hours of me just diving into cold calling. And most importantly, there's videos of me cold calling real sellers and real conversations. I'll go to freeholding.com and really learn the ins and outs of this business to do it the right way. And that's going to help you out the best possible way. So what I want to do right now is answer some questions you guys have about wholesaling real estate and really answer some questions I think that will probably help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can. Now, I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody watching this, if you are struggling to start wholesaling real estate, if you are going out here and you're struggling, you want to learn wholesaling, go to freeholding.com. It's the best wholesaling dang course in the world, and it'll help you out a lot. So I have two big announcements I want to give before we answer the questions, because I got everyone here hostage, I guess. I don't know, but we are expanding even more on the biggest profitability thing we have on this channel, which everyone's like, Zach, why do you give everything out for free? Why do you do all this stuff? So this is a pretty big announcement. It's pretty cool. We have two huge announcements this year that we're doing. One I cannot talk about yet. It's probably going to be the biggest one since freeholding.com, but that is in the future. And I got one now, which is kind of pretty cool. I want to announce. I'm not doing it with Rick because we were going to do it Thursday. We're going to do this big announcement, but I was like, just do it earlier and we can kind of get it by Thursday. You know, we can talk to the people, but we are doing the one thing. So everybody knows what's the secret. Why does Zach give everything out for free? I give everything out for free because I want to change this business. And obviously I do this to make money. And a lot of people are like, wait, what kind of money are you trying to make? Are you trying to sell a course? Are you trying to do like, no, it's none of these things. Okay. Oh, it's YouTube ad revenue you're trying to do. And I ain't doing off of YouTube ad revenue. Okay. That's pennies. All right. If I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, I'm trying to expand my wholesaling business. I'm not a YouTuber. Theoretically, I guess you can call me that. I'm a wholesaler. That is who I am. I'm theoretically a real estate investor, but like if you really want to put me in a corner, entrepreneur, but like at the core of everything I do, I'm a real estate investor. I'm mostly a wholesaler, and that is what I like to do. I make most of my money off of wholesaling real estate, and I'm 23 years old. And that being said, by the time I'm 30 years old, I've had this one goal of being the largest wholesaler in the entire country. And that's a pretty big feat. I got 7 years. I've only been wholesaling for 6 years. So in 7 more years, I'm going to be the biggest wholesaler in the country. And so I kind of thought a couple of years ago, how am I going to make that goal, right? And a couple of years ago, I'm like, well, I could stop all my YouTube. I could stop giving people free information and just dive in and even expanding my operations even more. Or I can help even more people, flex on more gurus, do more deals, and actually make people money. It's like, that's pretty interesting. And so about a year and a half ago, we did something where I had people send me over real estate deals. And if they couldn't sell them, I would just have my own dispositions team go out here and they would sell the deal for you guys. And we'd split the deals and it worked really well. A lot of people couldn't sell their deals. It worked very well. Fast forward, it is probably I would say the third largest dispositions type company in the country. There's definitely bigger ones. But we do a lot of, we get a lot of deals sent to us and we like doing a lot of wholesaling deals, right? And kind of fast forward in the future here, that has expanded my money a lot. Very well. Not upset over it, right? That's some nice pretty pennies, right? Think about it, if you get sent 10, 15 extra deals every single month and you can do them and they're 10, 15, 20K a pop and you split them with people, that's pretty dang good, right? And people like working with me, right? And so unfortunately, and fortunately, because I've been flexing on gurus so much and word has been out that we teach wholesaling for free, tens of thousands of people are following us, subscribing, go to freeholding.com, all the stuff. They are just going there. And I've gone to the point now where I'm getting sent more deals than I can actually handle. I have a dispositions company, but it is insane. If I have 10,000 more people watching me every single month for the past year, and it's getting the 11 to 12, like it's just getting larger. The amount of deals being sent, we can't actually, like, it's getting very hard to dispo every single one because it takes one dedicated person, really, like pretty much not a full week, but almost a full week to actually sell the deal. And so I'm like, do I get 200 VAs? I'm like, this is a lot. And so we've kind of thought how we're going to scale this even more because I'm the type of guy, I want to do 100 deals a month. And I'm working on that. I'm close. I'm not that close to it, honestly. Like I'm getting close because of what we're doing, what we're announcing. And so honestly, I've always been the guy that, I'm trying to push past the point. I want to get the 30 deals a month, 40, 50, and then boom, 100, right? That's always been my goal from a couple of years ago. And I'm at that point, but I want to get 100 deals a month. And if I make, heck, like let's do the math really quick. Like if I can get into 100 deals a month and they're $10,000 deals each, and I split them with people, that's $500,000 a month. Like that's a pretty good goal I have for myself, right? And that's just wholesaling, right? How do I do that? JVing was the way. And because all these JV partners have been screwing people for the past year and a half, it's been terrible. And I get everyone saying, "Oh, JV, I'm going to JV with me," and then they screw me on the deal. Guys, I've gotten screwed out of so many JV deals before I started JVing with people. I'm said, you know what, JV with me. My word is my bond. You have my reputation. Everybody knows I wholesale legit. I'm not going to screw you out of a deal. I've had a lot of people try to screw me out of JV deals by me JVing with them and all this stuff, right? And it's commonplace. Every month, people try to screw me out of 40, 50K in deals because people are greedy that we JV with, but whatever. Not a big deal. Most people are great with it. I help a lot of people out. But I'm at the point now, there's so many people that like just want to send me JV deals. And honestly, we do not have the dispositions capability for it. And so what I've been doing lately is honestly, I've just been working with my partners. And these are partners that I've known very well in the industry. And they are legit masters in their market. They are making 50, 60, 70K a month. And literally some people I had one guy, he sent me a deal in New Hampshire. And I got no dispo in New Hampshire. But I knew a guy that was doing really good. He was making like, I think $250,000 a year in New Hampshire. I just sent him the deal and we split it. And he sold the deal in 5 seconds because he has a Rolodex of 100 cash buyers in New Hampshire. So I just started doing this and I was actually starting to expand my JVs even more. And you guys were making more money. And basically every deal you sent, you're able to get connected with somebody else really well. And so what we're doing right now for everybody is we're not pausing the JVs. We are expanding right now and we're making even more. And so I'll let you know when we're working on the current JVs we have right now in our Podio, and then we're going to keep expanding it even more. So right now, I think next week, we're going to reopen the JV link for everybody. We've closed it off for a week because we're building even more stuff on it right now. But the big part here is if you're watching this and you have done over $100,000 in the last 12 months, and you can show you're legit in wholesaling through my team, you can be part of the partner program. And what the partner program is if you are a legit wholesaler, okay, if you're a legit dispositions wholesaler and you have cash buyers, and if you are the right person, you're going to probably sign something saying that you're not going to try to screw me. But if you're a person and I can send you over a deal in a random market and you're the expert in that market on doing JVs and dispositions, I want to make you a lot more money. Like I've said before, I want to help a lot of people out. The average person that hops on my podcast, they make about $25,000, sometimes 15 off of just JV deals. And so if you're a person that, for example, really good in like, I don't know, Philadelphia for wholesaling, I have some good contacts there. We actually have cash buyers there, but like if somebody sends me like 5 deals this month in Philly and I can only deal with 3, I can send you 2 and you could probably make a quick 10K this month just in extra deals. And so I think if you're a part of the partner program, and we expand our JVs, you could, for every single person that DMs me, I'll probably interview you myself and put you on to the program with ourselves. You will be part of you'll be the exclusive person in that market for a dispositions company. And what that means is if you're just the only person in Orlando, you could probably do 3 extra deals. So you probably make an extra 15K a month in Orlando because we get sent a lot of Orlando stuff. And you'll make money. I'll make money. And the people that are brand new that have no cash buyers in Orlando, they'll make money. So it's 3 extra people making money versus just me making money, and I'm able to scale it and I can do over 100 deals a month. That's something pretty cool. And so If you want to be be one of my exclusive partners for a market, DM me on Instagram at flipwithzach. You can also email me, support@flipwithrick.com. Just DM me whatever and just say, hey, I want to join the partner program. I've done over 100K. That is my number one goal. I have found people that are actually making money in this business, they will not screw you if they're actually wholesaling legit. If you don't make a lot of money in wholesaling and you say you have cash buyers, you're more likely to screw me on a deal. So I found people that make over 100K are less likely to screw me, and that's pretty cool. And so if you want to join the partner program, it's mostly off of trust. You make a ton of money. I know a lot of people have been asking me, like, Zach, how can I be the JV guy with you? I don't want to send you JV deals, but I got all the cash buyers. This is ideal. And so I've been talking about forever, guys, that if you JVing is going to be the future in 2023 because you just make more money doing it. If I'm able to make an extra $500,000 a month, hopefully, by the next 4 or 5 years, on top of my own wholesaling operations, it'd be insane, right? And that's kind of my goal. That's what I'm striving for. So DM me at flipwithzach. I'll also add this on here, and I'll tell you how to apply for it too. You can also email support@flipwithrick.com. I want to tell everybody, if you do this and I interview you, you are going to have to show proof. You will have to show proof of 100K of HUDs for wholesaling to show you're actually legit. And you're exclusive to your only market. So I'm telling everybody, okay? If you're out here and you want to be the sole person in your market, so if you're scared of your competition and you want to be the sole person in Miami, Phoenix, San Bernardino, I'll let you be the exclusive person. But you're going to have to show some proof that you're legit, and we'll get it. I'll be reaching out to some wholesalers I know in the next week, if just inviting them. So if you want to hop on before I invite them, hop on, because I'll make you the exclusive person and we'll get it going. I think we're going to make a lot of people a lot of money, guys. I'm telling you, I make a lot of money JVing, and I feel bad that like I'm making so much money on JV deals and the wholesalers are. I want to kind of bring the wealth in for everybody too. And so that's something big. That's a huge announcement. I think it's going to be pretty cool. But partner program, DM me or email support@flipwithrick.com. And I'll probably be telling everyone to do that. And so we're expanding everything. So that's pretty exciting. On top of that, I know right now that I want to put a link on there for everybody too. Matt at dmzach.com is doing a big training for everyone who wants to learn about how to be better at Deal Machine. So that's going to be pretty cool. And so what I want to do is just show everybody the link to that. I think he's going at 5 o'clock on the Zoom. And he's just going to show you guys, for anyone who has questions on Deal Machine and actually how to use it, he's going to do a Zoom. I'm not going to be on that Zoom, unfortunately, because I got some other meetings and stuff, but I could tell you that it's going to be really powerful. So let me get the link for everybody watching this. And so where is it? Let me go find it really quick. But yeah, it's going to be very powerful. I think a lot of people can do very well with it. But yeah, Deal Machine, it's going to be at 5 with Matt. So hop on. All right, here's the link right here. So it's kind of a Zoom. And then just go on the, I'll put in the link here. Put in the comments. But yeah, that is it on that part. So let's, that being said, let's do it. And let's get it. And yeah. So if you want to do JV deals, Corey says he's got Northeast Tennessee. Corey, I know I've actually done deals with Corey. And so I am going to do this, though. I'm going to make sure Corey's going to have to send me 100K in checks. He could probably just send me 100K in checks of deals we've done together, but I'm still going to make him apply because I make everybody apply. But if Corey wants to, I'll make him the exclusive Northeast Tennessee guy if he wants to be it. But let's see what we can do. All right. And so let's get it going and let's help the people out. So let's answer some questions. And if you want to hop on and actually talk to me for free, one-on-one, I'm here to help the people out. And so let's go here. Let's go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. And let's see how I can help the people out and really break everything down. So let's go here. If you want to hop on and talk to me for free, you just got to be part of the mastermind called Wholesaling Houses for Real. Linked right here. This is it. It's called Zach Ginn, pinned it on the top. How do you do it? You just go here. You click the pin link, and there's a StreamYard link right here. And in that StreamYard link, you can hop on, talk to me absolutely for free, and I'll actually help you out, learn wholesaling, do a one-on-one, and make you the best wholesaler you possibly can be. So if you want to hop on, let's get it, and let's try to help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can and flex on a guru, maybe a couple if we can. So someone says they're Montgomery. If you have 100K in Montgomery, love to help you out. So let's get it. Let's go here and let's talk to some people. So first person we got on, we have, it looks like James. What is up, bro? James. Bro, James, you hopped on first and I can't talk to you. That's sad. Kyle.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What is up?
Sounds good. I was just worried I couldn't hear like last time. I'm doing pretty good. So basically, I remember last time I told you about the driving for dollars leads. I actually got like 6 people interested, but I feel like they're just not that motivated, or I'm not completely sure. So the first guy, he's a big landowner. He owns, or not landowner. He just owns a bunch of properties, about like 20. And this property is like fire damaged. It's like burnt. It was burnt, and now it's just down to the stud. So just the frame and outside walls. It just needs paint, and then flooring, wall insulation, stuff like that. And at first he was like, I really want to get rid of it. But then once I said I'm going to need to be lower than 100,000, because it's like about 40,000 repairs, 210 after repair value. So I was like, I'm going to need to be like, at first I said like 70,000. Obviously that's really low, but he said, I need to be at like, first he said 150. I said 70,000. He said 115 is the lowest. And I was just like, I don't know if that could work with me. So I was talking to a wholesaler, and he was just saying like, some of the cash buyers would like it when you, like, for really complex repairs like this, if you get like a contractor down there to get like a bid. But I just didn't know if that's like worth the trouble. I just didn't know what you would do.
I mean, did you do the comps on the property?
Yeah, the comps came out to like about 210. But it's just the repairs. Like, I don't know, is it like 30K, 50K? That was like what worried me. I just don't want to lock it up too high.
Okay. I mean, his lowest is 115, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to convince him to go lower than that?
Here's the thing. Like 2 years ago, he listed it for 80,000, and I thought like he would be like willing to go lower, but he was like, "Oh no, I got to pay out my realtor." I was like, "I don't, like, you don't have to deal with the realtor with me." And he was like, "Oh yeah, but I still have to pay him." So I was like, I don't know. I just didn't know what to say when he said, "Oh, I need to pay someone." So I mean, he said, "Oh, I'll wait 5 years to sell it for 115." I was like, I mean, that doesn't seem, in my head. I was like, at first it sounded like he wanted to sell, not anymore, but
Well, it sounds like 115 is his bottom line price.
yeah,
It doesn't seem it's going to go down from there.
I just don't know if that's a good price. Like, should I?
So we're going to figure this out, okay? So do you know my MAO formula?
You multiply by 70% and then you subtract the repairs.
Who told you 70?
You said like there was 70% and like 80% or something like that.
Yeah. It's not 70. The area is 210. You're not going to use 70. You're probably rough for like 75, 80, right? I'd probably say 80
75.
if you're going to. And so the big key thing that you're stressing over is repairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
How bad are the repairs? Tell me about the property.
It's literally just like it was fire damage, so the inside, it was like burnt to a crisp, but now it's all gutted, so it's literally just frame. Like, you need to put insulation. Yeah.
What's the square feet?
Like 950.
It's called 65 in repairs. If it's gutted, it might even be 70. But let's do 65 because I'm being nice with you. Times 0.8. Your MAO is like 116, 115. So, I mean, I would try to offer him 100. That's probably where I'd be at on the property, and say just because it needs to be gutted. You can get a contractor to give you a bid, but that's kind of a waste because you don't really need it. If you really want to, like, you can go out here and have a cash buyer that flips houses that will do a gutted one. And if he knows that you got to negotiate a good deal with him, but like you can't get a deal unless you actually get a bid from someone legit, and they flip properties. They're your partner, and they give you a legit one, and they're comfortable with you negotiating in front of it. That's probably gonna be your best bet here. I mean, dude, I would probably just try to lowball him as much as you can and see what he takes. Try to get him off that 115, but tell him don't pay a realtor. None of these things I gotta do. It's a whole gut job. I'm probably gonna be around 100 on this, and this is what we have to be at.
Okay. Wait, and
Considering you listed it for 80 and now it's gutted, it's got to be probably around that price too. Like you can do whatever way you want,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. And
You
I was just
can't force the
confused.
deal, man.
Mm-hmm. And I was confused about what he said. Like a realtor, does he actually have to pay the realtor, or is he just
No, he
telling me
does
that?
not. Unless he signed a listing agreement, which he probably did not because it's not listed on the market. He doesn't have
That
to
was
pay
like
a
2 years
realtor.
ago. Okay.
No, if the listing, unless the listing agreement's still good for 2 years, he just gets out of it. But he doesn't have to pay a realtor. And so you tell them at 115, if you're paying, let's say 6%, so 0.94 times 115, without paying a realtor, you're at 108. I'm paying closing costs. Let's take 5 off of that. We're at 105 right now, Mr. Seller.
Mm-hmm.
Get him off of 115. Boom.
Yeah, I'll definitely see if that will work. That was my main question, honestly. But
Yeah.
my second little question was so I had this seller of that they want to sell land. It's like in a neighborhood. So I was like on market. They're selling for about 46,000, and I was just trying to tell them like because of like the way the market's going, um just like new development is just like it's kind of risky. Like there's just like multiple things we have to consider. I can do like 35,000 because I'd actually found a buyer who would pay 40,000 right before. And then the thing is, they said they hadn't even looked at any comparable properties, but they were like, "Oh, that doesn't sound like a fair price." I didn't even know what to say to that. I was like, I mean, if you hadn't seen comparables, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, don't try to argue. Like, I've never
I didn't
argued with
argue, but
a seller and it's ever gone
Mhm,
well. So don't argue with your seller. Hey, I'm sorry you feel that way, but after looking at the numbers, this is where we're at. You got to
mhm,
do it confidently. This is where we're at. If you don't like it, go list it with a realtor. I don't force people. I don't convince people to sign with me. Either they want to or not. That's with anything, dude, in life. Like if someone's not comfortable with something, why are you going to force it? It's stupid.
mhm. Okay,
Like,
so
like
I'll just
they go with you because of how easy the transaction is, not because of the negotiation and convincing.
mhm. So when it comes to that person, do I just like should I follow up with them later? Should I like call them today?
I give them an
What do you
offer.
think?
Yeah, give them an offer.
Because I told them 35,000, but they're like, "Oh, that doesn't sound fair."
What sounds fair to you, Mr. Seller? Then
Uh,
try to, and then see what it's at.
and negotiate it down from there.
It's the name of the game. Get it for the lowest you possibly can.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate your
reasonable for
help.
a deal. Of course, man.
Oh, thank
Keep
you.
it up. Let me know if you got any more questions, and I'm always here to help.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Hello.
Hey Zach, how you doing?
I'm blessed. What's up?
Um, I did what you told me. Like I've been doing more. I've been on Propstream, getting more like
I listened to
high.
you talk to Rick yesterday. I know.
Yeah, the high equity over here in Connecticut. So I had two questions. One today, I had a lady because I pulled up the pre-foreclosure one, and I had a lady that had land, but then she was like, "Yeah, but I don't know any information about it. Like, I would be willing to sell it, but I don't have any information. I guess they already like she don't know anything." And now I'm trying to see how can I get any information about it, like to see where she could be at or so. Because I even try asking her how much does she owe or and stuff like that. She's like, "No, I don't even know."
Okay. No, but is she the legit owner?
She's the owner. Oh, well, it was in pre-foreclosure. She don't know though. Now she don't know. So that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to see. How can I get more information for her and for me to see if we can make a deal happen?
So this is pretty. I mean, it's kind of simple the way we're going to do this. So number one, just go to the public records and look up her name.
Okay.
You're going to see the pre-foreclosure on there. You're going to see the notice of default. You're going to see all those things. it'll be probably on her name and it'll have the property under it, right? Because really, when you go to PropStream or ZachData.com or any of those, like that's what they go off of. So just go to the public records, go to the property appraiser, look at it. Do they pay the taxes? They're all like just government websites, and we're going to figure that out first. And then from there, just see if they're a legit owner and try to put it under contract for the best we can and sell it, right? If they're the legit owner, we can put it under contract.
Exactly. Yeah, because like she was like, oh, I don't want nothing, like I don't have no idea what's going on with that, but if you can find out something, let me know. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
definitely will, for sure. But that's what I stood with that. And my second question was like, when I'm making my calls, I'm like, let's say the owner his name is John. So what I say is like, hey, this is John. And then he say yes. And then I'm like, oh, are you looking to sell your property? Or, well, I say, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm a cash buyer. Are you looking to sell your property? I don't say the address. I've been trying to say the address, but with some addresses, they're so complicated for me to say that they be like, huh? And it haven't been the first time. And then the whole conversation goes to on nothing. Normally, when I ask them with their name, it's like they have like, oh yes, this is me, and I'm like, hey, how are you today? And then that's how I can get to basically have a good conversation with somebody.
Dude, I mean, it's wherever you're most comfortable with, right? You're most confident when you're comfortable, right?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, because I've been making the calls like that, and at least we get to talk and we don't be like, oh, don't call me again. When I'm calling and asking for the address, and then I say, and they probably already getting those calls, they be like, oh, are you trying to buy my property? And then they say no, and they hang up. So
no, do what's most comfortable for you, man. That's always the goal.
Yeah, so I'm gonna continue doing it like that, because like I feel like it's my niche. Like I already got comfortable with saying it like that, and I think it was from one of your videos. Like you were just throwing it out there real quick. You were like, I guess you were talking about, oh, it's easy for me to say, hey, and I freaking write it down too. And he was like, oh, you basically saying, hey, I buy houses cash. Are you looking to sell your property? That's what you throw out there like that. For you, it was easy to say that quick, to stay comfortable with that. So that's why I wrote it down, and I basically made it my niche. Every time I called, I'd be like, oh, ask them for the name and say that part real quick.
All right. Yeah, that's perfect, man. That's what I'd be doing. Whatever makes you most comfortable. It's not really that bad of a script. So go after it, man.
Yeah. Can I also find sorry, this is another question that just popped up.
Sure.
Can I find like the government list for Hartford without me going all the way to Hartford, or like in the internet or something, or
yeah, public records or just calling?
Public record and calling. Okay, yeah, because I'm having a situation with my car, like literally. I bought it, and the guy was supposed to send me the title, and a whole conversation for another day. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good to go, man. Appreciate it. All right. Next here we got John.
How you doing, Zach?
I'm blessed, man. What's up?
All good, all good. Hold on a second here. Let me turn the alarm off. I only have a short period of time. So, yeah, last time I talked to you, we were talking about doing the probates. I'm planting seeds with that in the virtual market that I have. Obviously, multiple contacts and stuff like that. So that's been okay. My main question today, this is an interesting one. So I have a house, under contract, and we have someone that has been living in the house for 12 years, not paying rent. Impossible to call. I talked to the woman once, gave the wrong information with the person that was at the house. So the person who was at the house, we did a call where, we could all hear a speakerphone, and she gave me the wrong information. So I've called the water company, the electric company. They can't give any information, a phone number, an actual phone number. So what's the best way that as far as getting information with someone that's there? Now, the owner is out of state. She knows nothing about the property. There was a transfer about 12 years ago of the property to her name. And what happened is she is not paying rent for 12 years. She's living on the dime, so to speak, I guess, So
is it in that market in Ohio?
It's in another market in Ohio.
Okay.
So similar, yeah.
So that's far from you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a realtor on the ground that has actually gone to the house too and is helping out, with what you guys recommended for us to, look for the realtors to help you with the selling end of the properties and everything like that. So she's been great, but she is doing only what she can do. So we've been sort of going back and forth trying to get in touch with this woman that lives there. Obviously there's an eviction thing that you could go through, but I don't want to go that far. Is there anything that you could recommend that I could do?
Yeah, it's gonna be the easiest one. Have you tried reverse addressing the True People search and finding their name?
Yes, I've literally called 15 numbers. She's not answered one of them. She might even be blocking me. I've called on multiple numbers. So yeah, it's quite a question. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of sneaky stuff we can do. There's stuff we can't do, so I'm not going to mention them on this video.
Yeah.
But there's some interesting stuff I've done in the past. The best thing you're possibly going to do is, have you had the realtors knock on the door?
Yes. She placed a note after that conversation with an investor that was in the area that wanted to see the property, and I talked to her on the speakerphone with the investor there. She put a note on the door that said, "Stop bothering me." So that's what the realtor
didn't answer when you knocked on the door? When they knocked? All right, so they're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we can possibly do. I hate to say it, but you're going to have to get them evicted.
Yeah.
You're going to help them out.
Yeah,
hey, here's how you do the eviction process. I'm going to help you out, and you're just going to have to help the seller out with it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to sell there. Mr. Seller, if you're going to have to sell this property, you're going to have to evict them no matter what, because they're making it impossible for anyone to it, and they're damaging the property. You will make more money by spending the money to evict them than not.
Right.
And so considering you don't even know who the person is inside, they could be a criminal. They could be doing drugs or creating drugs or a drug house. It could be really a lot of bad stuff. And I don't want you to be complacent in that. And obviously, if something very bad, illegal happens in there and they say, you don't even know who's in that house, it ain't going to look good on you, right?
Yep.
Like, imagine if somebody's doing this crazy, elaborate, like, I don't know, let's do something PG-13. They're running a gambling hall in the house. Right? We can probably think of something else that's going on there because I've gone these situations. Yeah. And the cops call you and say, "You're the owner, right? We're going to arrest you because you're running this gambling operation." No. I let it sit there, and I know someone's there, but I don't know who it is.
Right.
You're saying you don't know? That sounds like you're a co-conspirator in this, right? And you're just pretending you don't know what's going on. Kind of weird. And so she or he can be liable in that too.
Right.
And so as someone that has rentals that have turned into drug houses and all these crazy, terrible things, I know who the person is, and that's a tenant. And so I'm fine. But when you act like you don't know anything going on for 12 years, it sounds suspect. And yeah. I'm not saying anything bad's happening. I'm not saying this person's doing illegal things, but if that was happening, she can get in trouble, and that's not right. And so we got to evict this person out.
She has no problem with it. The seller wants to get rid of the property. It's been a headache. There's some back taxes, but it's still within the budget of what the investors will pay for it. So everything's good on that end. It's just the person that's there is just not really wanting to communicate. So what I think when the
cops open the door and kick them out, they're going to have to communicate.
Correct. Yeah. So what I went over with the real estate agent, what she's going to do is I'm going to write a letter, email it to her, and she's going to drop it in the mailbox. And so what I'll do is I'll add some of that stuff in there. Like, look, so she'll get something and she'll read it, and we'll go from there, I guess. And then
you can do this too. You can do a notice to vacate, which it doesn't legally cost anything.
Right.
You just put a phone number there, your phone number.
Yes.
And then they'll probably have to talk to you, and you can make it really scary because it's technically legal.
Yeah.
As a representative,
she's been there for 16 years. This is the original.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
did she not know the information on it?
I have no idea.
So,
what. Yeah.
If they're not answering you,
email
the realtor a letter and let the realtor make sure they get paid on this. If they're going to be a cash buyer.
Yep.
This is a representative of the owner.
Yep.
Due to no communication and no rental payments, we are giving you a notice to vacate. If you have any questions or you want to deal with this without having an eviction on your permanent record, please call here. If not, we will be going through the legal court action of the eviction. That's not illegal. That's not threatening.
Right.
You don't want to slap an eviction record on like a single mom or something. Like it's never a good thing to do. I would feel bad doing it, but I'll slap an eviction record on a single mom that I've told them to get out, or I want to help you. I'll give you 60 days and you're
Right.
just refusing and give me the middle finger, calling me names. I'm
Yep.
gonna have to put that on your record.
Yep.
Having an eviction on your record is really bad. It's
Yes.
really bad. So I want to feel good. And if they refuse to communicate from there, hey,
Right.
put that eviction on your record. You will never get another rental. So
Yeah, that's what I think. That's it for today. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
all right. Just remember, man, you know this. People will take from people and never want to give.
Right.
And they will suck somebody dry of stolen rental income forever.
Mhm.
Some tenants are like this. So you remember, you are doing a favor for the tenant.
Yeah.
Sorry, for
100%.
not for the tenant,
For the
but
owner,
for
for the
the
owner.
lady. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're actually helping somebody out.
Yeah.
Because this tenant's technically stealing money out of her hands.
Right.
And
Both.
so do the thing that's going to help the people out. And so do the right thing, man. I don't want to slap an eviction instantly.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, that little letter, make it scary. Put it white. Make sure it's red ink. That sounds scary. And write that scary language in there. It's not a threat. You're actually helping people out, and you'll trust me, dude. It works.
Yep. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, keep it up, dude. You get paid in proportion to the problems you solve. This is a huge problem, which means you'll get paid very well. Keep it up,
I
man.
hope so. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Jason.
Yep, I'm here. I just had to move something out.
How many reverse $100 leads you've done?
I can't count, dude, but it's a lot. And actually, that's why I wanted to get on today and talk to you.
How many?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I've just been going door to door, putting sticky notes on. I've only collected 10.
How many did I ask you to do last
You-
week?
You told me to get 350 doors for driving for dollars.
And how many did you do? You don't know.
No, I
Jason,
don't know.
350, come back to me. You have to count, dude. I told you I don't want to talk to you unless you done 350.
Okay. Okay.
350. Guys, I'm being serious. I'm dead serious. When I tell you to 350, get back to me, and you haven't done it, there's nothing to talk about. You have to keep marketing. Jason, once you get 350, you can actually do it. The problem is, if you don't know, you're just going back to square zero. I'm not being mean, but I know it takes for you to become successful. 350. Get back to me. Jimmy.
Oh, I'm in it. How you doing, man?
What's up?
Hey, so I got two things, man. And this is more like I want your mindset, man, because it's like me, I'm a get anything done, and I'm a do it. Like me, I feel like my willpower stronger than anything and anyone got that. So, but honestly, I got two things. So my first thing is, so how I'm living life right now is I was an ex college football player. So I moved. I'm from Waco, Texas. I moved to Illinois. I got recruited to play football, so I came to Illinois. I played my first year as a freshman. I'm 19 right now, and I played my first year as a freshman. I did all right, and I did my thing right. But I went ahead and hang up my cleats, man, because my people back at home, we broke, so we ain't got no money. So I'm trying to take care of my family. But the big thing I got right now is I'm trying to. My big brother, he in jail right now, and I'm trying to pay his bail, and his court.
Uh-oh.
Somebody called me, man. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, his court day is February 24th. So I'm trying, and his bail for the bail's bond is like 10K, and then his regular bail is 25. So me, I've been I was like, bro, I gotta get this done because I heard that he got a 40-year offer. So that mean they trying to put him away for a minute. So it's like I want my big brother out so he can see what life is like before they try to take away my brother for a long time. So I'm trying to hurry up and get this bail money together so I can get him out. And then with that, the attorney said I can give him some more time, but that don't matter. I'm just trying to get my brother out so he can see what life is like before they try to take him away again. But that's one thing, and I'm trying to and I've been learning this real estate stuff. I work 3 jobs. I just got off my little my job at UPS. I'm doing that right now, but I work hard and I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do wholesaling to and I've been watching y'all course. I'm on I got past like y'all introductories and all that, and I'm into like the little wholesaling one-on-one, and I'm watching it as much as possible. What way and what strategies do you think is best? I'm a beginner, but I've been learning like crazy, like audio books, like the Wholesaling Bible. Have you ever heard of that? I'm sorry, anyway, but I've been like crazy trying to figure it out.
I know the Bible is not the Wholesaling Bible, and I don't care about that.
You say that again, my man.
I don't care about the Wholesaling Bible. I mean, there's a Bible, I know that, but not the Wholesaling Bible. I could care.
Oh
about
no,
stuff.
I was just letting you know, like that's the stuff I've been reading, so I can get more well versed on it. So I was asking you, what strategy should I go around like trying
freewholesaling.com, dude.
Say that again.
Go to freewholesaling.com.
Freewholesaling.com. I feel you. You're right. You're right. So that
have you been through the entire thing?
Huh? Say that again.
You've been through the entire course?
No, I'm getting through it right now. Like I'm getting through it right now.
All right. So sorry about your brother. 40 years is insane. Was that a 40-year offer?
Yeah, it was a 40-year offer. So I'm just man, it's just
charge?
They trying to charge him with something he didn't do. He was with me the day he did it. The day that thing happened. It's a gun charge. He got put with a gun charge and something else that he had somebody got shot and they trying to put it on him because they don't have no.
First of all, if you have an alibi, please bring it. Actually, first of all, don't make sure you do it with a lawyer. Don't do it with a prosecutor or anything like that. Right? It's not legal advice, but do not give any information out unless it's with your lawyer. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you have an alibi, make sure you have one perfectly. Okay. Because that's insane. And yeah. But that being said, you said you need $2,500. So
I need 25,000. I need 10,000. I need 10,000 to get my brother out so I can give him more time to be out. And then I can pay the rest of his bill. So I really just need 10,000 to get him out. So say I just need 10,000,
drive for dollars.
Yeah.
Drive for dollars. That's going to be your top thing. And reverse drive for dollars.
Cool. And my second question is, so look, this is big. Me, I feel like I could do big things though. And so I'm in Chicago and I'm living alone because I pushed everybody away so I can take care of my family one day.
Chicago or Waco?
I'm in Chicago. So I was yeah, so I was in school, but I'm just doing real estate full time now. So I'm not going to school no more. So I'm trying to find somewhere to stay. But and I'm thinking about finding somewhere to stay in Milwaukee. But this the thing. Like,
bro, you're all over the board, man. All right, wait, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. All right. So you quit playing football. What school was that?
It's called Elmhurst University.
Okay. Yeah. And so you quit doing that and you dropped out of school?
So yeah, I'm not going back because I'm just doing real estate full time.
Why are you dropping out of why? But why are you dropping out of school though?
I'm dropping out because I figured out what I want to do. I was going to school to do accounting, and I understand that, but doing accounting for 4 years isn't going to get my family started in 4 years. Like, I've been doing self-employed stuff my whole life. Like, I've had car washes since I was 12. Like, the same thing you've been doing. Like, the same thing.
If you say you're a hustler, why don't you just do both of it?
Because I don't want nothing else in my way. Like, doing college it's something that's going to take a lot away from this real estate thing that I'm trying to do.
Jimmy.
So like,
Jimmy,
go ahead.
Bro, you don't have to sacrifice that to be successful in real estate. You can sacrifice something else. I graduated at 19 years old from UF, okay? While wholesaling full-time virtually, all right? What sacrifice did I make? I didn't sacrifice the real estate or the school. I sacrificed pretty much all social media, all entertainment, and pretty much anything outside of me doing those two things.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right.
So it looks like you're trying to sacrifice school so you can have the entertainment and the Netflix and the social media. And
no, bro. No, bro. To be completely honest, I don't want to combat or anything, but, bro, I don't do anything. Like, I deleted all my social media. Like, I don't want any distractions. Okay. Like, I don't talk to anyone. I just go to work.
You don't need to work. So you're telling me you're working 14 hours a day wholesaling?
I work 10 hours a day with my jobs, my overnight job, and then my job at 5. And then so from my time that I have from 9 to 5, I'm studying and so this is where I'm at. So from 9 to 5, I stay right here and I stay on my laptop and I either do the courses or I do studying or I try to find a way or I'm looking up YouTube videos. I'm looking up your YouTube videos, Pace Morby's YouTube videos, Jerry Norton's YouTube videos. I'm looking at all them.
Jimmy. You're
Yeah,
all
okay.
over the board, bro.
I am.
You think watching YouTube videos is going to make you a better wholesaler?
No, it's not.
You got to stop it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go through freewholesaling.com. It's organized, and then start doing your work. Okay. Start marketing. You're spending too much time trying to learn from people. I could care less who you learn from.
Yeah.
You got to take action, dude. You're going to make no money by sitting on your butt and just watching videos all day.
Okay.
It's almost the same thing as watching Netflix. At least Netflix is entertaining. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I could tell you is just drive. You're in Chicago, so you're all over the board. So you're looking to move to Milwaukee. Why don't you just go back to Waco then, dude?
Cause shit, I'm from the ghetto, bro. Like if I go back to Waco, I'm gonna just go to jail.
Okay.
I left Waco so I wouldn't do it. Like my big brother in there right now. Like I moved out so I wouldn't be a part of that. So that's why I came out here. Like I don't got no home. Like I'm just out here. But it's like I'm cool with it. Like I don't want no pity party. Like I'm just trying to get things done. So like I appreciate you telling me this. Like this is what I needed. So
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't do anything illegal, in general. But like that's my first piece of advice. But just market, dude. I'm going to limit you to 2 hours a day of watching YouTube videos, and the rest you have to market. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
All right.
Sit down right now.
Go
all right. Now look.
2 hours a day and start marketing.
Okay. All right. 2 hours a day on YouTube. I got you. I put that down. Now,
it's not YouTube. It's no YouTube.
No, I mean just videos. Period. I feel you. I was just using that word.
Wholesaling.com is not YouTube. So no YouTube, okay? You've been cut off.
Yeah.
Unless you watch my stuff, maybe, if you're into the one-on-ones. But freewholesaling.com is really going to be it, dude. Like, I mean, cut most of your YouTube off, bro.
I got you. I'm just trying not to mess up, you know? Because, like, if I mess up and then if I do something and then I mess that up, because I've been hearing, like, how people mess that up. So, but you're right. I'm done with that.
Messing it up by not taking action.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Cool. All right. My last thing, and I'll get off after this, and then you can just tell me like I'm way in over my head too on this. But Milwaukee got a lot going on, so that's why I was talking about Milwaukee. But I've kind of like gotten a liking to Milwaukee because as I'm talking, so what I've been doing every day is another thing. Like during my time I'm not at work, I'm going to Milwaukee. I'm marketing around. I'm talking to people, trying to figure out the market, like what's going on, like and like how's the real estate market. And with them, they have little inventory, and they got a lot of people trying to buy. So I've been going around, but their biggest thing is like they're re-going in the city part, but they're pushing back like, and this is just me saying, bro. They're pushing back black people from the city, and that's what they're just saying. Like that's what the people of the city are saying. So I've set up a meeting with the mayor to go talk to the mayor and just go see like, hey, me as a real estate investor, what can I do to better your city? Because I've been talking to people like, bro, I got notes. Like I did my first couple calling the day. I had an hour phone call with a lady talking about how like they won't help me out and like they won't give me a grant to fix up my house because I called a pre-foreclosure.
Jimmy, I'm just gonna stop you here, okay?
You're right. My bad.
You are going to try to stop gentrification in every city in the United States. That's a great thing to do, but we already got men and women on that. All right, like you're not going to be the person on that. The city council is going to be the one that's going to have the real control because they can vote for restructuring things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, gentrification is a very complex issue, and as a real estate investor, you can't help that, but it's honestly not going to. You're wasting time with that. I'm just being honest. There's men and women. There's organizations out here that have millions of dollars behind them that will do it. Don't be focusing on solving gentrification. All right, let's make some money first, and we can go work on that, dude. Okay, like I'm telling you, it's Milwaukee's got its own thing going on too.
Yeah,
but that's everyone. Gentrification's all over the country, and not the world, but the country. And so, don't act like talking to a mayor is going to change everything. And dude, you just got to take action, bro. Like you're going all over the place. Pick a market there, do some deals. Okay. Let's get that 25 grand first, then we can focus on the other things. Were you getting a full ride scholarship at that school?
Nah, I couldn't afford it no more, bro. That's why. That's
Okay.
really why. If you wanted to be honest, I couldn't afford it no more.
Okay.
So that's
See
why I
that? That's what I'm trying to get the real reasons why.
Yeah. So
So that makes sense. Okay, fine. But dude, I'm telling you, yeah, I get a deal, dude.
Hey.
Let's focus on one thing first. All right. Let's market freewholesaling.com and you'll do fine. All right, man.
I really appreciate it, my man. Have a nice one. All right.
All right. Have a good one. Oh. All right, cool. All right. So guys, we got to hop off here. But what I could tell you guys is I get it. Gentrification is not a good thing at all. And it's pushing a lot of families out. But don't feel like us wholesalers, we have to put that on our shoulders and like change the whole world. Guys, like we have a business right now. That is for another thing. We have a lot of organizations that work on it. That's great. But don't act like wholesaling. We're going to change that to a point. Okay. Let's just focus on making money and let's go from there. Okay, guys. So guys, go to freewholesaling.com if you learn wholesaling real estate. If you want to learn even more about that, and I'll help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can. So that's how you cold call. That's it. So guys, go fast, break things, make some mistakes, and do well. Guys, I'll see you guys soon. This is Zach.